Well, Nixon was a miserable person. He had an enemies list, and he was just generally miserable. So he made a lot of decisions just for the sake of making other people miserable, because he didn't like hippies, he didn't like blacks. So what am I going to do to affect them? I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a war on drugs. I'm going to make healthcare so unbelievably expensive and push things in the court of the insurance companies that who's going to suffer? Rich white folks are not suffer because of high insurance rates. They can get transplants and treated and all these expensive stuff without a problem because they're rich. But if you're poor and you're sick and you're poor and you're dying, that's when you suffer. So he didn't care about the blacks. He didn't care about the poor. He didn't care about the hippies. It was just, whatever he could do to make them miserable. And he did it. Hillary and Bill, I still think it's about the money. Whatever was going to bring in the revenue. Now, I don't know how the 3 strike rule brought them revenue. Maybe we'll find out in the coming years. But I believe that deep down, it's just all about the dollar. And somehow it did. Somehow sending the jobs overseas with NAFTA lined their pockets. It's all about them making money. So when we get screwed criminally, when we get screwed financially, when we get screwed healthcare-wise, when we get screwed economically, somehow the Clintons get paid.
It seems to be like that with all the government. I was trying to do a little quick history that things don't change. We just repeat the same mistakes, and with different revenue, with different technologies at our fingertips. The game don't change, just the way the game is played is changed. Instead of going out like Lincoln would have to do and talking to the people and getting the votes to do what he wants to do, Nixon could rig things however he needed, with TV advertisements and things of the sort to get people on his side. Just as much as the Republicans had failed enough where Clinton was able to get into office, and what he was able to do was galvanize the Democrats and push through anything that he wanted to, although it did benefit the wealthy, the corporations, by sending jobs overseas and hurting the American people, the citizens, and illegal immigrants and legal immigrants. It doesn't change. And as time goes on, Bush got in and he allowed tax evaders, basically, which is what I would rather call the corporations, because they don't have to pay taxes through all the loopholes. If there was a clause that just says, this is what you pay of what you earn, and that's it, on a percentage, just eliminate the loopholes. I'm not saying that my idea is best, but it's a lot better than giving a bunch of loopholes so they pay absolutely nothing. And Obama, who did nothing but put everything Bush did on steroids. I mean, he did run for hope and change. We just didn't know he was not talking to us. He was talking to the corporations. He threw us bones here and there, and some of those bones were good, but Obama, basically, he was just another Clinton. Reagan, he got the black vote. He did a great job, and then he screwed them over. Clinton, he got the black vote, and he screwed them over. Obama severely got the black vote, and he screwed them over. And now Hillary, well, she's got the black vote because, if you're black, you vote Democrat. And if you're a woman, you're going to vote for Hillary because, as it was said, if you are a female and don't vote for Hillary, then there's a special place in hell for you. So just letting it be known that history always repeats itself when it comes to leadership abilities.